Welcome, everyone, to People on Dating. I'm your host, Will Morales, and for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, this podcast is about the ups and downs of dating and how to navigate through it. Today's topic is simping, nice guy, pushover, whatever you want to call it. I'll definitely put the new word that I've been hearing, or I heard for the last couple of years, simping. And you'll see it in the video or the audio portion of it. Does that make sense? Anyway, so this is more about me, and yes, and a lot of guys out there who at one time or another has simped for a woman and not get anything in return. And I'm one of those guys, and this has happened when I was in my 50s. I always heard from some of my friends, and even a few female friends, that I'm too nice. I don't push back on certain women. In fact, most women. I don't set my boundaries or my standards, which, to be honest, it was definitely true. So what definitely woke me up, and I had to do a reflection, and this is like about 5 years ago. I was dating someone, and I put that term very lightly. And because I really liked her. I couldn't help myself. I really liked her. And I did things financially. I mean, it set me back thousands of dollars. Helping her pay her rent. And then I ended up pretty much paying most of it, if not all of it. And, it wasn't even my place. I was definitely staying with her. It was her place. But because I liked her, I couldn't help myself. And it got to the point that I started being disappointed in myself. I'm not going to say hate, but it was close to it, because I just didn't like the way I was moving with this woman. It wasn't, and she would ask and I would do it. So I'm not going to blame her if you ask and, if she asked and I did it. That's not her fault. I'm the one that enabled it. And it got to the point that I even used my credit a couple of times to help her out in certain situations. She wouldn't use hers. And she was a smart woman. She is a smart woman. And because she knew how much I liked her, that I would do certain things against my best interests. And it was financially devastating for me. Slowly but surely I got out of it. But I realized that I was doing something for this woman that wasn't being reciprocated, wasn't given back. There was no intimacy. She would come up with excuses. And after a couple of tries, I say maybe 2, 3 or 4 times maybe, I decided, you know what, I'm not going to get anything. I'm not going to force the issue. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm just going to stay back and just take it as it is, knowing that I'm going to be a roommate or something like that. And that's how I felt. I was more like a roommate than anything. And it was, it came to the point that I was like, at one time I felt miserable because I didn't fight back. I was simping 101, man. Simping 101. That was me. My face was on it. And this is not to say I'm bashing her or anything like that. Again, if she asked and I did it, whose fault is that? That's my fault. And this is not to say that it's men. I know women have done it too. Listen, they made a documentary that I'll put on the show notes, the Tinder Swindler. You had a guy that pretty much fleeced 3 women out of thousands and thousands of dollars. So, it happens. But for a man, again, my standards were none with this girl. My boundaries didn't have anything. So I'm just saying that being nice, unfortunately, doesn't get you anywhere, especially with women. And I hate to say it that way. I say, you could be nice, but you got to have your boundaries and your standards and not let anyone cross them, especially if that woman is going to try. Because most women will test you to see how far they can go. And this woman pushed the boundaries a few times, and I just let her go. That, in fact, she came back. Not only was I paying her rent and the bills, and mind you, I'm a fucking roommate. Excuse my language. That's all I was, just a roommate. That she even had, I hate to say it, but she had the balls to come back another time to ask me to co-sign for her son's music studio. She had no issue, because I already had use my credit, I think once or twice maybe. So, and I remember getting that phone call and how pissed I was inside, and I didn't think, I didn't hesitate, I just said no. You should do it. That's your son. Under any other circumstances, I would never have met that young man. Or have the father do it. And then she said, I remember these words, oh, he's not going to do it. Well, I'm not doing it either. And that was it. Then, mind you, we have no relationship, right? I'm staying away pretty much because what for? What am I there for? Lucky I never gave up my place, but I definitely kept it. I had to. I wasn't going to take a chance. So when I moved, when I started, took my clothes out and moved back into my place, I remember she called me again. I think it was October of 2019, early November, and asked me if her quote, her mother wants to know if I'm coming over for Thanksgiving. And I'm like, no, I already made plans. No. And then I remember these words, oh, so you choose not to come. I said, yeah, I'm not going. And that was it. Boom. To me, what was the point? Again, we had no relationship. The few times I tried, she said, she come up with excuses, or listen, deep down, she just wasn't into me. And that, again, I can't say anything. If a woman's not into you, guys, let this shit go. Because she wasn't into me, and that's the way it goes. But anyway, I just wanted to say, once I said no, I'm telling you, everything felt different. Once I said no to her, because I had said yes to her, paying her rent, paying her bills, and again, not getting anything in return. And I'm talking about intimacy. I wouldn't even say friendship at this point, because I was just, like I said, I got pissed off at myself for being such a simp, too nice. So guys, again, you can be nice, you can be a gentleman, but you got to have your standards and boundaries. If something bothers you, you got to say something. If they cross the line, you got to say something. And like I said, this woman came to me and asked me if I could co-sign for her son's studio. And again, I was so heated. I said no. And ever since then, and then again, when it came to Thanksgiving, said the same thing. No. Why am I going to go to a place? I'm going to tell the mother the truth. I'm going to say, listen, me and your daughter, we have no relationship. We're just roommates. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So I'm saying, guys, and even women, but mostly for the guys, standards and boundaries, because it's not fair. We let ourselves become too nice, and people will take advantage. Listen, she did it. She came back to me a third time, knowing that I would pay anything, do anything for her. She knew it. So I'm not going to blame her. This is my doing, and like I said, it cost me thousands of dollars, which is a punch in the gut. But again, I'm taking full responsibility because I'm the one that said yes. Anyway, guys, I hope this helped. Basically, again, I'm going to keep on saying it. You could be a gentleman, you could be nice, but you got to have your standards and boundaries. Because some women will take advantage and they'll test you and they'll they'll move the line back and they'll keep on moving it until that line is gone. And then you realize what the hell happened. And that's what I did. And that's what happened to me. I said that one time. What the hell happened? And I had to take pretty much, this is like 5 years ago. I took about 3 to 6 months, 6, 7 months, something like that, to work on myself. And I'm talking about reading, listening to podcasts, like I said, reading books, podcasts, doing my research on what the hell, what the hell did just happen to me, and not having boundaries or standards. That's pretty much what happened. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. You know, just I wanted to put it out there. This was hard for me to do, but I really believe that if it could help at least one person, whether it's a man or a woman, then it was worth it. I just wanted to say one more thing. We all make mistakes. Let's not use the word failure. It's to me, I hear that word failure, and it's basically you can't recover from it. That's just my opinion. We just have to be self-aware of our actions, of what we're doing, and are we doing, going the extra mile and all that for the other person? Can it benefit me as well? I have to say it that way because in this day and age, it can't be one-sided. You know what I mean? And always learn. We always have to learn from our mistakes that we made and adjust accordingly. You know, again, self-awareness, that is so huge. This way, we adjust accordingly so we don't make that same mistake again. Anyway, guys, on behalf of People on Dating, I'm Will Morales. Please go to peopledating.com, check out our past shows, check out our blog. Please go to our YouTube channel, which is, if I remember correctly, Will Morales, P.O.D, People on Dating. Please subscribe, share, review, like, all that good stuff. Anyway, guys, thanks again for listening. Until next time, I'm Will Morales. Have a great day, everybody, and please stay safe. Bye.